Becoming a successful entrepreneur isn't about just being able to raise huge sums of cash or having the knowledge and skill to expertly apply the latest marketing strategies. It is majorly about one thing: solving problems. True entrepreneurs know that the best companies are those that are founded to meet a demonstrated need amongst their markets. Hello, comrades. This is Kanyin, the all-round media girl. How are you? How is your week going? For me, I was down with malaria. I'm just recovering, but I cannot let you down, so I'm back in the studio for you. And my guest today is someone who saw a problem in his society and came up with a solution, which is fast becoming a household brand. Now, some years ago, Unilag hostels were plagued with bedbugs. It was a very terrible experience for students who experienced it at the time. Some students were even taking bedbugs home. It was that terrible. And this problem was, amid this problem, we heard of a solution: Tobi Crusher insecticide that worked and still works effectively, especially on bedbugs. And he's right here with us today. Hi, Tobi.
Hello, good morning.
Mr. Crusher. Oh. How are you now?
I'm very fine.
How was your week?
My week has been very awesome.
Okay, all right. So before we go into today's main topic, I asked some Unilag students how they got to know you and I have some responses. I hope you're ready.
Yeah.
All right, so the first person wants to remain anonymous. She said, "Yes, I know him from Unilag in year 1, 2018 precisely, when this bedbug thing was really rampant. His adverts were almost everywhere. Even people that did not know him would just post Tobi Crusher insecticides. He saved the lives of many." And the person that notices bedbugs on their beds first would be the first to buy Tobi Crusher and fumigate for everyone. Michael says, "Yes, I know him from Unilag. His product, the insecticide, works really well. After we used it in my room in the hostel, I told my dad about him because we had some issues with cockroaches in my house, so he came to help us with a full house fumigation." Another person says, "I can never forget Tobi Crusher in my life. When I was in final year, the bedbugs no be here. In fact, I still have the pictures of that fumigation exercise. It was a major one. God will continually grow Crusher until it is used to fumigate the White House in Jesus' name." Amen. Oh, powerful celebrity Crusher. Of course, there are many positive reviews, but then I had to shorten it. Right? Because if we keep on going, we'll sleep here. So how do you feel? How do you feel knowing with your full chest that your product works and it makes people to sing about it? It's a different thing when your product works, right? And it's a different thing when people use it, it works for them, and they now start telling everybody about it. You don't even need to pay for adverts and all of that. How does this make you feel?
Yeah, it makes me feel very happy actually, because I know that most likely I've done the work, and the work is effective product and then crazy advertising. Yeah, the advertising is actually crazy. Like then I didn't know anything about sponsored ads or influencer marketing, so I had to push out the content out myself. So it's not really easy, but it's cool.
It's cool. So we're here for all of that story. So everyone, before we get into that, I would like to know a bit background story of yourself. Everyone knows you as Tobi Crusher. We don't even know your full name. I think it was some days ago I had to ask, "What is your full name?" I've known you for years. I've known you for years. Your name is saved as Tobi Crusher on my phone, on everybody's phone that knows you from Unilag. So what is your full name? I'd like you to tell us a bit more about yourself, the university you attended, your course, and all of that.
Okay, my name is Bakari Tobi Ebenezer.
Sorry.
All right, from Unilag Civil Engineering.
Okay. Unilag Civil Engineering.
Yes. Then what else again? Yeah, I'm from Kogi State.
Kogi State.
Yeah, but I'm born and brought up in Lagos.
Okay.
What else?
When did you graduate from Unilag?
Yeah, 2020.
2020. That was your first degree?
Yes. Oh, you know about the degrees.
I'm a researcher. I will research everything. Of course, I know that you have more than one degree.
Yeah,
so that's what I wanted us to be clear.
Okay. So from Unilag, then I did more research. I did more courses related to the bedbug thing because I know that's Unilag's problem. So I believe if I could solve Unilag's problem, I can actually solve almost everybody's problem. So I had to go on with research and all.
Research and all. Okay, so you want to tell me that what inspired this business of yours is
Bedbug, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, bedbug was biting me. I'm allergic to this bite. So the first
were you in the hostel at that time?
Yeah,
okay.
I was in the hostel in Unilag.
What happened?
Okay, I'm a book person.
Okay.
I'm a book person. I'm not like a business, research and anything.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I realized the first time I came into I wanted to do engineering. Like
what year was that?
Like 2014 or 2014.
Okay.
Yeah. So then my mindset was, all right, do chemical. And Pops is like, no, my uncle did civil and he made a lot of money and all of that. So I had to change to civil. Then I'm like, there's no big deal. The thing is book, right? I know the book. I'll pass everything. It's engineering.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. So then, before then, I started teaching with my uncle. I was a secretary. I taught physics, further maths, chemistry. And then I was in SS2. I started teaching JAM students.
Okay.
I've not written JAM then.
Wait, when you were in SS2, you started teaching JAM students?
Yeah, because during SS1, I have learned everything already. I used to be in class when all those seniors are having like tutorial classes. So it was easy for me. So entry in Unilag was like very, very easy. Yeah, so after that I was like, okay, I'm here to write post-CME. Let me spend the night. I know one guy. He used to be the best student in our lesson. His name is Kelechi.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, BO19.
Okay.
I remember. BO19, Jaja. Is it BO19? Yes. BO19, Jaja Hall.
Okay.
So I'm like, Tobi, come and spend the night, don't worry. So I stayed there.
And you're not in Unilag then, no?
I'm not in Unilag. I just came to write post-CME. My post-CME was to be the next day.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, no problem. So I'm going to stay on this bed. The owner of the bed was playing game.
Okay.
So in my mind, I was like, these guys are not ready. How somebody just be playing game throughout from morning till yeah, I called my sis. I'm like, man, this school, these people are not really serious. If I come here, there's classes not. Okay, so that was the mindset. Then I slept. I think after an hour, I was feeling bad. I was like, bro, so you guys have too much mosquito. You don't use to spray. They did not answer me. So after 2 hours, I'm like, this mosquito is too much. So one guy and I said, bros, come. Let me show you.
Problem.
So, bros, come. Let me show you. This thing is almost it's called bedbug. I said, what is a bedbug? I've never had an experience of bedbug before. So he now showed me the thing they were moving. I'm like, these things are very humble things. I don't think they will be causing harm like that. I just touched them. It's normal thing. The guy was not like
you never know. You go so know. Okay.
So I actually still tried my best, but to still sleep on the bed that day. I woke up by 3 o'clock. I was having designer back. All my body was swollen and all. So I started itching, injury. Then when I got home, I was not researching. I asked my mom so hey, Magbe, do I live? Leave it to you. Like, I was like, is this thing that crazy? So I stayed, then wrote my exam, gained admission. Then I was not given an hostel. I spotted it. Still the same friend, but then it was in Biobaku. I didn't know that was like okay. They're supposed to measure the hostel.
You're done. They cannot catch you.
Okay. I didn't know that was like one of the headquarters of
Biobaku hostel. Headquarters of Bedbugs. Well, this was back then. Oh, please.
Okay, this was back then.
Back then, Unilag now, School of First Choice and Nation Pride.
Yeah.
We didn't have Bedbugs anymore. Honestly.
Okay, so the guy was like, all right, so you know what? There's no hostel, but since you're in engineering, and he's in engineering, electrical, what's going to happen? You can come and visit me. So I came to visit him. He stayed for a year. I just stayed there as a squatter. I'll be floater. I'm not even a squatter, I'm a floater. I don't even have a bed space. So, but it was really cool. I think we were like up to 15 in the room. And the room was very big. So it was accommodating everybody and it was nice. But here comes the bedbug again. Like a whole lot of bedbug. This one, we have like a switch. So you sleep till 2. You wake up to help the other people to kill the body. And then there's another person that wakes up again.
What a life.
What a life. Okay, so one very late at night, no, early morning, I just had people shouting outside. bedbug. I was like, is this competition? Yeah, so I had it was like a protest or so. So they were coming from Marire down, like around bedbug. And before then, I already told my babe as a then, like that, okay, I'll try to solve this. If I solve this problem, I'm going to make big money. That's one. Number two, I'm going to help a lot of people in Unilag. I didn't have the perception that people actually have this bedbug outside their house. It was just in Unilag I have. So I'm like, okay, I can actually help a lot of people solve this problem and they can be happy. I didn't know these things are in lecturer's office.
Hey!
Yeah, chairs, like people's bed. So
like one is enough to
just one can reproduce like a whole lot, and it can start spreading and you might not know. And their eggs are crazy, very, very crazy. So I told this girl that I'm going to social. Like, okay, she trusts me, I should go on with it. So I started the research and all. So before the end of the day, now did the protest thing. So the protest, I didn't join them. The protest, I didn't join them because I was like, wait, though, if I join them and then they solve the problem, that means my product can't come out or something.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, let them just go do. Then the next day, I think next day, see everybody should go home. I don't want to spray the whole school. Channels came, TVC came. It was in the newspaper, like Unilag Bedbug. I was feeling very sad that this is not like a good name for the school. Yeah, so I just kept on with the research. I think for like a year or so. That's when I came up with the Crusher.
So you said you made researches. So did you learn how to like?
I learned everything. Yeah, I learned, but I didn't learn from just one. I was like learning from different people. I was getting courses done. I was getting certification. So later I realized that bedbug is actually a really crazy pest in Atlanta. And as at last year, Philadelphia is rated number 1 most infested states in the US. And then Atlanta was rated like the year before.
So it's not just in Nigeria.
Yeah, it's in New York. Bedbug is crazy. And then where else again? I think somebody was chatting me recently that he stays in, is it Massachusetts or something? That the bedbug has designed his body. So I had to tell him what to use. Oh, so in Pakistan, the guy tried to get like different chemicals to spray the house, and then he was having this choke thing. I had to tell him what to use. And then what else again? I think there's another country. I don't know if it's Kenya. The person has bedbug, and then the person was my own is actually very, very crazy. The same kind of skin as I. So the thing was popping out, and then so that's just tell her what to use.
So as at that time when you're so do you mix it yourself?
Yeah. I started everything myself. I started mixing myself. I started the ratio thing. I actually know the quantity to mix with different things to come up with a crusher. But initially it's not as easy as I was saying now. Like initially,
did you make mistakes?
Yeah, there are a lot of mistakes now. You make not mistakes on my own part. Yeah, because I understand. Okay, this is how I should do it. Okay, I need money. I was taking private class.
Okay, so you're getting money from that.
Yeah, so I go to school. I go to school Monday to Friday. Friday evening, I leave the school back to my place at Satellite Town Festa. So I teach. There's a particular boy I teach. Then they pay me 20k.
At that time, boy, it was big money.
Yeah, at that time it was big money. Yeah, I buy shawarma and all. But 20k, so I started saving the money. I was calculating, man, in a year that's like 240 cash out. So I was trying to save, but immediately I had this crusher thing. I had to start investing all the money into the crusher. Then we had to start sharing. I didn't come from a very rich background. I came from a very humble background. So and then from my locals around, I had to start giving them for free. Yeah.
How are you getting? Who was sponsoring
just
you?
Just the joy, it's fine. Like I'm just happy. Oh, thank you, it worked. Oh, thank you, it worked. But the reverse is the case. Opposite. You're like, this thing don't work. Oh, really? Now only mosquito it kill. So I'm like, only mosquito. Okay. So after 1 week, I was still giving for free. 2 weeks, I was still giving for free.
But it wasn't really working as at that time.
Some people are giving me, I need 100% feedback for us to push it out. So some people are like, okay, it's working. Some people are like, it's not working. Then, after 3 weeks of me giving for free, my salary of like 6 months has finished already. And then you're still telling me it's not working. So mom said we should stop production.
Okay.
And then we should wait. So after we waited for like 1 week, these people now started rushing our place. And like, that your thing that you gave us, get this, that. So I was like, oh, so this is actually working, but these guys want to give us like legit feedback because they want to keep collecting for free. Yeah. Nigeria. So mom, she's like, all right, this is a perfect time to run this thing. So we started making, and then we started selling, and then having like distributors to resell, and then so we stopped asking for full feedback. So the feedback was not coming automatically. So by then we had to start taking me myself had to start taking it to school. So I go Monday to Friday. Friday I come to teach. Saturday, Sunday, early morning, 3-4 a.m. I go to Unilag to school. I take some of the bottles, and I say introduce. Ibuka was our first client in Unilag. Ibuka is an engineer in electrical. So the guy is very fair, opposite my room in Maori.
Okay.
So he was like, Bedbug won't joke my life. I was like, my friends are like, this guy has something, but we don't know if they work. Okay, I said, okay, let's just try it. So I didn't give him any price. Okay. I took the bottle, I helped him to spray for free. And then he was like, how much? So then I think there was a bottle for like 300, 500. He said the biggest one. I said 500. Like, wow. So this guy actually paid me 500 for this bottle. Okay. He just paid me. He said, bring 2. Oh, are you serious? 2 bottles, 1,000.
You're so happy.
2 bottles. I was really excited. The next thing I was like, did you see anyone? He said he has not seen, but he's still going to buy another one. I said, hope no problem. He said, you just want to buy it and keep. I was like, oh, wow.
Wow, that means it works.
It's working, yeah. So from there, I'm like, all right, let me try to get other hostels about it. So I had to start going from room to room. I did all the marketing myself. Room to room, I knock. Then I get them to like, okay, some people are not even really interested. You have bedbug in your room, and some people are like, don't worry. They are they are part of us already. Don't kill them. Killing is bad. That shall not kill. So
you know, what you just said makes me remember one of the guys that gave me reviews about it. She said that at that time, if they have bedbug in the room, the first person that notices bedbug would be the ones to go and buy your insecticide. So that means others would have had, but then they would be waiting
for the first person. Yeah. And then some people were actually like very coordinating. Like one person can say, okay, let's contribute. So buy. So when I hear about that initially, I was like, okay, you know what? So since you guys are contributing, how much do you have already? Okay, the money has not complete. Give me the one you have. Take the bottle spray first, because I don't want what happened to me to happen to them. But I now realize later that at least 1 out of 8 people don't feel bedbug bite. So you might be shouting bedbug. This guy is actually not feeling anything and he's sleeping well. So you by 2 a.m. you might wake up in the midnight carrying torchlight. Brother, I kill 15. If you tell him, he'll be like, lie, you don't kill any 15. But until when you now take the phone camera to start videoing, to see your body, it's just not my body. Where the tribal mark you get. So they're like,
different skin types.
Yeah, people have different skin types. From research, I realized that some people, it depends on their blood too, their blood group. Some people don't actually feel at all. Like there's a lady recently, earlier this week. Yeah, I think it was on Monday or Tuesday. The lady messaged me last week. I was like, she's feeling that the baby is itching around. That she saw only one bed, but hope it's not a big deal. I'm like, yeah, hey, you do. I'm like, man, this thing is actually crazy, yo. So check very well. Open the baby. Just tell me about the amount first. I told her the price. I say, I know your price will be much. I said, okay, you know what? Forget about the price. Reverse that baby's sitter up. And then when she checked it, she was like, Jesus. That she saw like 15 million. I said, you can't them. Say, no, she just know. Like 15 million. So I'm like, okay, you know what? We'll have to come to the full fumigation. Then I gave her a discount. So she's like, okay, she's a salary earner. She'll have to wait to the end of the month, start the end of this July, for her to call us. So I said, no problem, we agreed. Then later I called her again. This is not just about money. Because
of the baby involved.
Exactly, because of the baby. And you don't know the kind of skin type the baby is having. So I told the lady that, okay, you know what? How much do you have? I don't really have money like that. I'll have to wait for month end. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to split the money into 2. Look for part payments. Then when they pay you at the end of the month, you pay the full money. So she was like, okay, no problem. When can you come? I said, we can come today. Today. I said, no problem, we can come today. So we went there to help her. So she messaged me the next day that the baby is not itching again. The next 2 days that she has not seen anything, but we're still waiting for our balance.
It will definitely call because of, she would have seen results.
Yeah, of course.
So do you just, okay, before I ask the next question, why did you choose Crusher? Like, why Crusher? Like, why that name?
Okay, the name was actually not given. Okay, I think after the product, the tutorial, apart from me teaching in a private class,
Okay.
I teach a tutorial, a jam class as at then. It was my uncle's, how will I say it? My sister's husband.
Okay.
Yeah, the brother related owns one of the tutorial I teach. So I teach there, they pay me, this period money just to hold as at then here, one, I guess. So, I was like, okay, if he has an insecticide, what kind of name? Or if he has a bedbug something, what kind of name? He said, let him see the insecticide first. So I gave him, that's a big bottle, 500 naira. Okay, you collect small one, a big one, they collect. He said I should not worry, I should go and use it first. So he went home, used it, was like, this thing na Crusher. Like, I didn't know he has bedbug in his house.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but he didn't say.
People are really shy to say they have.
Yeah.
Bedbugs because it will make you feel like you're a dirty person.
Exactly. And it's not true. It's not true.
And people don't want to come to your house.
Yes. Even some clients, they used to lie. They'll tell us, hey, are you the Crusher man? Yes. Okay, come to my house, 2-bedroom, this, that. I'll give them price. I'll ask them, what's the major pest? They say, like, mosquito flying, crawling. So then you now get to their house, like oh man, at Ikeja, the man's house. Like, it looks like blood on the wall. But the house is very big, it's a mansion. So when I got inside, me and my staff, so when we got there, we were like, okay, general fumigation, no big deal, we can just do sharply 30 minutes, 1 hour, we're done. And then the man said, hey, there's one particular room that my boys stay. Come and see. And I got the room. This thing is bedbug. I said, hey, are you sure? Are you serious? Oh gosh, sure you don't know it. Sure you don't know it. Say that bedbug. I don't want them to come to my parlor. Oh, guy, you don't enter your parlor already. We got spray everywhere.
You just need one. And
exactly.
Everywhere.
So we had to spray for him and then leave for me. He referred us to almost all of them as we should be. Since then, I now realize a lot of people have like a lot of issues. They don't say that.
Why are they shy?
Because of the perception. Like you said, it's an ethnic thing. It's not just Yoruba. It's not just Igbo. It's not just Hausa. It's a normal perception.
People think you're just dirty.
Yes,
that's
if you have bedbug, you have dirty. I think olden days in the village, those old people that stay at home usually have like a lot of bedbug. So people's perception then was that these old people were dirty people. So that's why they have bedbug. I think even according to research in a particular states in USA that they said bedbug originated from. They said that state is one of the dirtiest states, and then they said they have a lot of bats, a lot of stuff, a lot of cockroaches. So cockroaches give birth to bedbug, and then bedbug are like, What clients are they telling me? Is it cockroach that give birth to bedbug? I have cockroach in my house and I have bedbug. I'm like, don't worry, let's just spray. Somebody must have brought it into the house. It can come from your laundryman. It can come from your tailor.
Can even come from when you enter public transport. When you enter public transport,
exactly.
All these buses, when you sit on some of them, you see
I saw one early morning inside cab. I entered the cab. I just saw it like this on the back of the chair, and the driver was sitting comfortably.
Hey,
like, wow, am I worried? Keep the money. I'm not going again.
No, do wahala. Okay, so we're going to talk about more bedbug scenarios, right? Well, I'd like to know. Just tell me any of anyone you know in Unilag back then.
Okay, I think back then in Unilag there was like an issue that happened. There's this particular babe that has serious bedbug issue. So then I've taken the Crusher already to meet the then DSA that I made something that could solve problems.
You were so close with the DSA then. They've changed the DSA. We have a new DSA now, right?
Oh yeah, yes, that's true. So then I was like, okay, you know what? I want to get this thing to the whole of Unilag, but the thing is I have to meet the higher people. And then I can't meet them without I can't just meet them by saying I want to go collect a contract or close deals or something. So let me give this man for free. I don't even need to ask him if he has bedbug issues. Let me just give him for free. So I went to his office. I'm like, okay, so I have something for you. So I gave him 2 bottles. I didn't mind the cost. So I just gave him. He was like, are you serious? Oh, my son, this, that, thank you. So he brought me to his office. He now showed me one babe that was having bedbug issues. And you see, go and buy Crusher from Tobi Crusher. I was like, wow.
Just like that.
Marketing.
Yeah.
And then the man was like, this boy, God will bless you. This, that, God will brought shine money. Hey.
10,000.
Hey? 10,000 naira cash.
Wait. Let's go back again. Wait. How much was the bottle at that time?
I think the bottle was like 2K, 3K. guess.
And you just gave him, and he gave you 10,000
Just
naira.
give me 10,000. I was like, sir, no, I'm not selling it. I'm giving you for free. He was like, no, don't worry, just take it. I like a very hardworking. Like, jeez, so this man is this kind. And the man started telling other people in the office about me immediately. I was like, hey, wow. So, and then I was close to a lot of I was an influencer, so I was close to a lot of top, let's call them senior leaders, student leaders.
Okay.
So most of those senior leaders, they are seeing my advert, so they are buying and then they are recommending. So a girl was having serious issue with Bedbugs, and then the girl came to me, him, and then just gave the girl the crusher. So it was later I realized that it was not him that used one of the bottles, it was the girl. So the girl was not coming to my DM. Thank you, God bless you. These are. I'm like, sorry, I didn't know. Did you buy from me? Today, it was DSC that gave me. Yeah, so I was like, oh wow, that's actually really nice. So I was like, okay, maybe he has finished the bottle. So let me go and give him another one. I'm not going to put up the money this time. I just need him to use it. So it was later, it was like, thank you for the last one, but my wife is asthmatic.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm written, so I can't use it in my house. I was like, no problem. And then he just told me thank you. I think he gave me money again. No?
Let me look for DSA.
I think he gave me money again. So I was like, oh wow, okay, not just because of the money, but I just want to help. So since then, he has been viewing my status, and I was like, wow, this man is actually really social. He has just been really, really kind.
DSA was really social. Like the former DSA, I don't know so much about this.
Yeah, he was actually the time he called me, I should come to his office, and then he brought me with one guy, one big man that did the fumigation for the whole school, that the students were complaining that the bedbug was still disturbing. So
why didn't they give you the contract?
Okay, so I think the man has been the one handling everything.
But it didn't work.
Yeah, but this authority thing, and then relationship, they're closer to the school authority and all of that. So the thing was, the man is to sublet the contract to me to handle. Yeah. But by then, I think he has spent money already doing the previous one. So it won't be easy, spending another money again. Yeah, we just spoke. The man just shake me down. I'm a good boy. I like what I'm doing and all of that. I'm like, okay, fine. This is like a step. So I told myself that if the school I'm from don't help me, I'm going to go outside. So that's when I realized my uncle said something before I got to school. My uncle said, the best of a man comes when he's pushed to the wall. So you don't really know your capacity until you're left with, man, I just need to go all out. So that's when I started doing external jobs.
When you wanted to start, you had the mindset of
only
doing it
school,
within Unilag.
Yeah, only school. So when we started going all out, pushing the content out to other people, and then I think there was strike. So
there's always strike.
Yeah.
There's always every year.
There was strike. So
I
was scared, my buyers in school, they are going home. Who am I going to be selling to? Okay. And then lo and behold, my buyers took Bedbugs to their house. So people started taking Bedbugs to their house, and I'm like, hey, look, how much is 2 bedrooms? 2 bedrooms. Like, oh, okay. So you took the Bedbug from school. I think this is even profitable.
It's even better. It's even better because they'll have visitors that will come.
Exactly.
Just want to take
more. So I was like, okay, let's start doing external places, houses, and all. After this strike, I was like, oh, people still want to buy in school. Some babes now had to come meet me that I should meet a particular lady in Jaja Complex that has a shop. So she started selling. And then there's a place at New Hall.
Yes.
The man was like,
I recall I bought my very first one there.
Yeah, the man was like, okay, you know what? Come give us $10. I'm going to pay you this, Then a place around the gate. The man was like, all right, give me a dozen. I'm going to give me a dozen price so I can make myself. No problem. If it's going to help people around the
area to even know about it.
Exactly. So if I know the man sold everything, I was like, can you bring more to us?
That's fine.
Who is buying it? So the man said, once you just mention Crusher, they already know because they've been hearing the name online before. So people just buying. So
amazing. So I'd like to know, do you have more stories? I want more scenarios, in Lekki, all these big places that you can never ever think that they would have bedbugs. Because I don't know why Nigerians feel like when you have bedbugs in your house, you are dirty. I feel it's a wrong mentality because
I think it's a very, very wrong mentality because a lot of people are like, you have bedbug, don't near me, or they see one bedbug on your shirt, everybody come down from the bus.
Yes.
Or people are like, don't go too close to the person because he has bedbug. Bedbug doesn't.
And there's this stigma; they will not want to come again.
Exactly.
So that's like,
Exactly. Or when mama came to visit your house and brought bedbug and you're like, don't come again to my house and all. I think there's a man that said, you fumigate my house here and then you go to Abia State to go and fumigate my grandma's house. So it was later realized that it was the grandma that was bringing it to the house. Yeah. Even in Lekki too, the same thing. But I think what usually happens there is most of their house help has the bedbug. Most of them are staying in Ikorodu, Mushin. And they want to cut costs, they want to pay less. Yeah, so they want to get local people. What are you doing? Just carry my baby to school and back, and you're not doing much job and all of that. And then you do know that the person has bedbug, but the person might not be feeling the bite. So at the end of the day, after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you start seeing bedbug in your room. It's just one, there's no problem. You start seeing like 5 bedbug in your son's room. It's just 5, there's no big deal. You just wake up one night and you on your torchlight. Maybe there's no light because bedbugs are partially nocturnal animals. They are more active at night. So you just on your torchlight, you just see plenty on the bed. Jesus, what a life!
I can't do this anymore.
I can't do this anymore. And then then they start looking for people to help and all. And then the first thing they go to, they don't even know the insect. They start checking Google and all of that. And then they start doing research. You're like, okay. Then they start buying other products to spray. So I advise that if you're buying any product to spray, always check the toxicity to make sure it's not too high, because some of them can cause catarrh and some of them can cause sore throat. And then any insecticide you're buying, even if it's not Crusher, don't they say it is odorless or anything, don't believe that shit. If you spray
but then
house,
we have this odorless insecticide that we use at home, right?
Yeah, you can use odorless insecticide at home, but at least go out for like 10-20 minutes.
Okay.
Don't just stay in. Because even the odorless insecticide, still check, you will see the place where they wrote toxicity, they'll put the amount. So it is still toxic. So please still go out of the house at least for some minutes or some hours before you can come back to the house. So.
We just used to spray it to the color, we just stay there. Okay. All right, so any other one abroad? Any other story that you tell us before we round up?
Okay, yeah, I was talking about the Keja man. I was saying that the guy did not want to tell us that it's bedbug. So when we got there, it was like, he used to notice some small. Some people don't even actually know if it's bedbug. They'll tell you that it is small walking cockroaches. Yeah, they say it doesn't kill small walking cockroach. I like small cockroach. I say bedbug. I don't think it's bedbug. Come and check by yourself. So when we go there to do the fumigation, like, so this is bedbug, we have to be very severe with the fumigation. We have to like process it and all. And they're like, all right, you know what? Yeah, go on with your processes and all. They don't really mind pain because they know the chaos it can cause when it becomes like a major infestation and all. So, yeah, we have people outside the country also telling us about bedbug. If we know that we can help such people, probably they are too far, or they have this regulation. I think there's a time, I don't know if it's London or if it's UK.
You can't
send. They have a regulation that you can't send chemical product over to them through the air because of the combustion, something.
Really?
Yeah, if it goes to
can it
high,
go through water?
Yeah.
Can it go by water?
Yeah, so you have to send through. If you just send through DHL, so DHL can't do any other. They can know where to send it. They
know how to send it.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
that's
we
fine, man.
stopped doing all those. Let's try ourselves to do and all. Yeah. So, but if we can't send to them, we give them advice for free. So tell them exactly what to do. Bedbugs are partially nocturnal animals. If you want to sleep at night, make sure you leave your light on. If you are 90%, try to put the eye cover thing so you can sleep well. But if you leave your light on, you limit them and then they don't come too much. And then bedbugs don't see.
And you said something about, I think I heard one story about people that use other products, right, to like fleets and all of that, and because they don't know where to even spray gun self, at the end of the day they end up triggering these guys to even come out more in masses.
Yeah. So now the major place, they have like 5 major places you should spray. Number 1 is your edges of the bed. Alright, so a lot of people are like, there's bedbug on my bed. Should I spray on my bed? It's not nice. It's
you won't be able to
effect on your respiratory
system.
Yeah, so edges of the bed is fine. Then you have to turn the bed upside down and spray the edges again. Then after that, focus on the bed frame. The bed frame is like the major thing. I've had a couple of clients that say, we have burned our bed already. And we have burned the chairs, we have burned everything. The house is empty. Just come and fumigate. I'm like, Jesus.
Why did you burn
the bed? You get so a lot of people tell you that they've thrown away their bed. Now imagine they're throwing their bed away, or they sell to Aboki at a cheaper price. Aboki will not carry the bed, will not spread it, and then they will not take it to they said they bought Tokumbo bed. I've never heard of Tokumbo bed before. So what they did was this thing was
Tokumbo is like fairly used.
Yeah. So the bedbug was infesting the bed. They sold it to Aboki. Aboki has not gone very far. Aboki went to this trenches here before he could get to somebody said, how much? They bought it. So they now went to Mushin or so to tear out the clothes and then just replace it with another clothes. Now bedbugs are crazy. Really that white, what do you call that?
White bedbugs.
White smallish size bedbugs. Those ones are crazy. They can come out through anywhere.
And you will not know because you can't even see them. If it's white, how would you see it?
So after months, the bedbug came out, started disturbing. So later they said they bought it. So I'm like, you know what, let's spray this bed. Let's tear up the clothing and spray very well. So we focused on the bed frame and then they were fine. So the bed frame, the parlor chairs, very, very important. You have to spray the parlor chairs.
And then, some bedbugs, they make holes on walls.
Okay, so they don't actually drill into walls like that. They can just make those dark patches. Alright, so the dark patches are what's going to tell you that, man, you have bedbug. Now, dark patches are those patches they make when they want to reproduce. So if you check the dark patches, you must find those small whitish eggs there. Yes, they reproduce there, and then the minute they finish there, they will move to
another place.
Yeah, to go and reproduce again. So
these guys are terrorists.
Very, very, very crazy terrorists. Yeah, so the bed frame, the chairs, back of the curtain. Now, bedbugs don't see. Yeah?
They don't see.
Yeah.
They don't see.
Yeah, they are blind.
They don't see. They are terrorists. They are terrorizing us.
Yes. Alright, so they don't see. So what happens is, what people do is, okay, what if I stay like this? What if I stay like this and if the bedbug is coming back, we can just, as they're coming, we can just catch them and up.
I think since they can't see, like they will have other senses that are very, very...
Yeah, exactly. Active. Since they don't see, their other senses are very active.
Exactly.
So what they do is, they wait for you to sleep. They know when you're asleep.
Hey! Yeah. Evil spirits!
So they sense human being. True. You know, when you sleep, you take in oxygen and you take out CO2.
Yes.
So they sense that CO2 that you're taking out. And they know that, I'm seeing it soon. And then once they know that you're asleep, they come close to suck. Just one part of the hand, maybe just one part of your skin, right? And then I think the blood has like this hemoglobin thing or so on CO2 that will signal the other ones. Then I start calling them, Shadi, you are right. Tayo. So they start calling the others. Then that's when you notice, if you're having bites in one place, check that other place. You have bites all over that other same place. Yeah, so
call their family members.
Yeah, so you can have like 15 bedbugs in one particular spot on your hand, or at your back, or at the very soft your neck area.
Hey!
Sucking blood.
Tonight we feast. Tonight we feast.
So, but when you can adjust, they will move. They know that you're moving.
They'll wait.
They'll stop. Yeah, they stop.
Hey!
And then once you are back to your normal condition, you come back again. They according to research, they can suck more than the volume of what their body can carry. So once they suck, they are very tired. They can't move. They're moving slowly.
Especially those big ones, you see them very fat.
Very big. Like they carry like this 33 liters on their back. Very big. Now, when you on the lights, what happens? They look for a way to run quickly because they don't like lights. Alright, they know that somebody is there is danger also. Then they not stop. Then you want to chase them. They don't think they are dead.
Ha!
Like, okay, it's nothing. Yeah, they are very, very smart. Bedbugs are that smart. So they don't see, they are blind. So they can hamper human being through. Once they notice your CO2, once they notice your body heat, you know when you're coming in, you're tired. They know that somebody is around, okay, but they are waiting for you to sleep first, or they are waiting for you to be in a static position. When you sit down on your bed or on your chair, when you stay for a long time,
yes.
Like
you can feel them biting at the back.
Yes.
And there's some people that don't feel.
Yeah, at least 1 out of 8 people don't feel their bite. So you might be like, bedbug. Another person might be like, no, could sleep like that, Jerry. Nothing they happen. And the person will sleep. And then you might be the one to start killing the bedbug on the person's body. And the person will never believe that there was bedbug, except a video and show them. Like, oh wow. Okay. All right. So your bed frame.
Yeah.
Back of the curtain, the upper back of the curtain. Sometimes you have to bring your curtain down and spray the upper back. On your walls, you have to check your walls very well. Anywhere you see dark patches, spray. Anywhere you see their white eggs, spray. And then bedbugs have very strong exoskeleton. They can withstand electricity. So it means that you can see them at the back of your wire inside your socket. They are that crazy. A client was complaining that they saw bedbug inside their laptop. So like the heat part of the laptop, bedbug can survive in places that have extreme heat. Like the heat there is much, and also places that have extreme cold temperature. So that's very, very crazy. But if the heat is really much, they die. The heat can kill them. What they do in I think US or so, they don't allow too many chemicals and all. They do heat fumigation. They don't have that in Nigeria, I don't think so. So they take all the metallic thing, all the plastic thing away from the house.
Okay.
Then they cover the building, and then they heat up the building. They heat it to a particular degree Celsius.
Okay.
So it kills the bedbug there. Though we don't know if that's to kill their eggs though.
Their eggs.
Yeah, because the eggs are the major problem, yeah. So but to kill the bedbug, they will die. And then the other thing is you might see some of your things, materials, bonds and all. As I really prefer full fumigation service, so you know that your materials are safe, and then there's no higher temperature or anything in your house that's gone and all.
Just to even avoid, instead of going through all that trouble, why not just
avoid.
contact Tobi Crusher Fumigation? They would even help you do it, for free, not for free, of course.
At an affordable rate.
You do it at an affordable rate.
Yeah.
And trust me, you will not have any issues with bedbugs again. And they would even let you know what to do. Free advice.
Exactly.
They would give you free advice, free everything that you need to get rid of this. And I can't believe that you'd hear all this about bedbugs and you still like them in your house.
No, nobody likes bedbugs.
No.
Some say they prefer mosquitoes to bedbugs.
Of course now, because mosquito, as it's there like this, everybody will feel mosquitoes.
And if it's malaria, you can actually just buy drugs for malaria. But bedbugs can be that crazy that they will disrupt your night. They can embarrass you in public. Like, hey, one past stress. She said she was preaching in church, and then she was in the spirit, and immediately she opened her Bible to one particular chapter.
And they hide in Bibles. They hide in your books, in your Bibles too.
She saw 3 big ones. She was like, "Is this the 3 wise men?" 3 big ones, and she was like, "Jesus."
What a life! I cannot stop saying what a life.
The lady just said she just used style. I'm like, "Sister Mara, come and mount the pulpit and sing and all." She just went away and drive her car home. So she called me and she was telling me about the scenario of the bedbug, and I was like, "Oh, okay, we have to fumigate immediately." Yes. So we fumigated a house, fumigated all the materials, the books, everything, because it does not stain. And then we also fumigated the church too, because we realized that the church is where most of them are from. Then I think there's a guy too. He was the president of one particular. They were to do this dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, with the babe. The babe just came from one private school. So I think they were having like this party thing. So the babe does not even know about bedbug before. And then immediately the guy came. The guy was feeling so pompous, feeling very big, because he was wearing this white and white thing.
Yoruba angel.
I'll tell you. So when the guy was coming, somebody was like, "Wait, there's something in your collar. Let me check." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, be careful. There's bedbugs." Don't worry, Joe. But initially, he said he was 50% down. When he came in, he was 100%. Like, "Man, I want to party today." So he was 50% down. I was like, "Man, this thing should not." So he checked and he didn't see anything. Now, when he got to the party, as they were dancing already in the mood, there was light everywhere, everybody on white. Now the babe was like, "Wait, babe, there's something on your..." So the babe was like, "Let me just kill it and throw." The babe didn't know that it was a big bedbug.
Blood.
That's how the babe just killed it, and the blood splattered. And it has this very annoying smell.
Yes.
That's how people were perceiving it. Once somebody was like, "Bedbug, they smell for you." I was like, another person,
that person is a pro.
So immediately like that.
Yes, it has this sickening smell.
Very annoying smell. Very, very annoying. Now, so the guy had to go sit down one place. The guy just got angry and left. And then I think it took too bad for the babe to go to, because the guy was so down. He had to call us to come fumigate. Yeah, we had to fumigate his whole house, fumigate everywhere around there and all. In fact, the bedbug smell thing, according to research, they said bedbug does not cause any disease.
Yes.
It can cause only disturbance, distraction, embarrassment, and psychological effects. Now, psychological effects can be like, you're sleeping, but your mind, you're at work, but you're not really comfortable because by the side of your boxers, you feel something is going. And then you go to the toilet and check. You might not see anything. So it's just psychology. You're just thinking about it because you've seen one in the house. But sometimes you will check. And you see one small tiny one.
You know that is
it's a tiny kilo shame. And then you be like, hey, they don't follow me, come walk. See, that's crazy.
God.
But the smell itself, they don't give any disease. Just that psychology.
It's just not make you comfortable.
Yeah, it's just once I've heard that somebody had to go to the hospital because of bedbug. I'm like, what happened? He said the person has extreme skin irritation.
Hey.
So they have to, there's this ointment they used to rub and all of that against rashes and all. But I advise people, when you kill the bedbug, don't smell. Right? So people, they'll kill one and smell. They'll kill two and smell. Then they get used to it. You want to kill everything and be smelling. Kilo shele. What happened? So, according to research, they said that smell can actually lead, after a very long period of time, it's not been proven yet, that it can lead to asthma, but I don't know how true it is. It gets advice, but once you kill it, you know already, you've seen it, it's bedbug, it's not cockroach. Don't smell it, leave it like that. Just spray something, get Crusher or get a fumigation company. Like we do full fumigation. We'll come fumigate the whole house. They have to leave and then come back later. And then you're good.
So one thing I would really like to point out is when you notice that you have bedbugs, try to reach out to a fumigation company like Crusher, fumigation.
Don't
right?
tell your friends. Don't tell your people.
Exactly. And I know that you'll be ashamed, you'll be shy to tell people because of different perceptions, right?
Different perceptions.
Exactly. Quickly, try to call them immediately so that they can sort it immediately, because when you leave it, it gets worse, because these guys, they produce every day. They reproduce every day. So imagine you had 20 in your house today. You said, okay, let me wait till next week. Next week you already have 20 million, and I'm not even capping, because
I'm telling you, these things are crazy.
These guys, they reproduce as in fact, they are very terrible. So it's better you treat it immediately. And if you know that you cannot afford that, you should be able to afford it by God's grace, because
most people that can't afford the fumigation, we usually advise they can get the Crusher. Yeah, they have the Crusher for 5K.
You can actually get Crusher fumigation and do it yourself. And one thing about Crusher fumigation, one thing I really love about them is that they would put you through.
Exactly.
They would not say because you are not giving them the full job, right? They'll still put you through. They'll tell you where to spray. They'll tell you how to do it, They are very pleasant. So you can always reach out to them. And when you see people outside that are in unfortunate situations where they have bed bugs on their bodies or their bags or their Bibles or their books, you don't have to make them feel worse than they already feel. Don't kill their self-esteem. Don't murder their self-esteem. Just try to tell them that it's a normal thing, right? And if you have a sure fumigation plug, tell them about it, or you can tell them about Crusher, or you can buy for them, but don't make them feel bad. That's what I want you also to know, because Nigerians, we like that thing. So you have bed bug. What they say, fine boy. It's not a dirty. Don't come to my house again. In fact, we're not friends until you get. Instead of doing all of that, try to look for solutions for your friends or people that you don't even know.
In fact, that demoralizing thing, it's not everybody that can handle it. Some people are like, I've seen a client. Because
already, me seeing it on my clothes, I already feel bad.
Yes.
Now imagine someone else. At you. You are now giving me this to some people, and they don't need to talk, but they look on their face.
Somebody has lost a job before
because of
bedbugs. Yes, in Chevron. The guy, Nicholas, I've forgotten his name. He was in Jaja. He just called us that, Tobi, how much is fumigation? So we gave him the price. And then he was like, okay, let me talk to my roommate. Let's contribute. I was like, okay, don't worry. The next day he didn't call me. The next 2 days, I was calling him, he was not picking. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's not interested, or he has killed it or something or so. Okay. And then the next 1 week, he was like, Tobi, come na, can you come na? I was like, no problem. He said, just come, bring all your things, come.
It's now worse.
So we had to go, spray everywhere, spray everything. So it was later when he was giving us the feedback that there's no bedbug again. So I'm like, why did you not call me that fast and all? He said, he went for an interview, and then at Chevron. So at the interviewer, he has passed everything. So he was to meet with the lady, the final one. The lady was like, wow, you're really smart. That's good. I think we're going to consider you for the job. Your collar. Wait, let me see. The lady did not allow him to touch. Normally you want to do swag. It's just normal. Wait, hold on. No. He did not look at it. He did not kill it. So the guy perceived it. The guy told me that in his mind he was like, I lost job. The lady killed. The lady not telling him anything. The lady just gave him this very nasty look like, this is bedbug. He said, I think so. Maybe it's mosquito. No, it's bedbug. All right, no problem. We'll get back to you.
Hey! I hate that. See, I hate that sentence.
We'll get back to you.
I'll get back to you. Because 80% of the time, they don't get back. Yes.
So the guy said he had to, immediately the next day, he had to call us to come fumigate. Then, MFM was close to Unilag. So he said he has to start going to MFM. And then he went there Wednesday church, their Sunday church. He was the earliest there. So
God.
after like 2 weeks, they called him back there and got
Thank
the job.
God.
Yeah, so he got the job.
God.
But the lady went to meet him later and like, see, come, make sure you don't bring bedbugs to our office.
Exactly.
Make sure you don't bring bedbugs to our office. Because the lady had her own scenario bedbug before.
It's not something anybody wants to experience.
Yeah, so she doesn't want to say, please don't break it. Please do something. He said, I've done something. I said, do total. She was like, okay, no problem. So, but according to him, he said him and the lady, they are like very good friends now.
No.
Yeah, and he's working there. So.
I'm happy for him. I am.
Yeah, same here too.
All right.
But I think in his life he would never want to experience the bedbug thing again.
Never.
And nobody wants to experience bedbugs. Even me too, I don't want to experience.
No, at all.
In fact, when we go to
when you want to do the full fumigation, you have to pack everything in your house outside. Your chairs. No. I think they'll flit your chairs. They'll spray your chairs.
We tell them not to pack them.
But then your beds will be outside.
Yes,
that one alone, people already know that. Like, you people put your bed outside.
Yeah, so what we do is we just tell them to leave their beds and chairs there. We come handle them ourselves. So because if they move them outside, the bedbug is going to go out with them. And then when we now spray, and then they will now bring it in again, there might still be one or two alive. So let's kill everything inside, lock down the whole house, nobody goes in, off the fan, off the lights, everybody goes out for at least 6 hours. Some people a whole day. If they have children, small children or aged parents, a whole day, nobody comes in till the next day before anybody can come back and all. And then some clients tell you
when you do full fumigation, that's when you find out that there are actually other things in your house.
Yes, so you see centipede.
Millipede.
Big ones. Hey.
Big ones, really long, and you're like,
my
house.
Our senior team went to fumigate for a client at Igondo. And then the man was like, the kitchen, there might be a small snake there, but don't worry, just spray. So he sprayed that place.
He said there might be a small snake. So he knew.
He knew that there was a snake.
Hey, Jesus.
So my boy finished, my senior staff finished working there and then left to the room. So when he came back, the man has killed a small snake there. So, and the man wore the nose mask and everything, respirator, everything. So the man has killed him and said, see this snake I told you about. My senior staff was like, this snake! So the man knew. That's why I say some clients lie a lot. They will not tell you their major challenge. They will just tell you general
they were living in the same house.
Yeah. The man said he has killed like 2 already, and he felt that there's one more because one moved away from the roof. So that's why when we are fumigating, we don't take chances. We spray your room, we spray your environment.
We're doing fumigation very soon. I can't.
Then we spray that roof. The roof is very important.
Like, what if
you might have rats there in the roof?
Okay, your product kills snakes too,
yes.
right?
It kills and then it repels them from coming into the building.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. This has been eye-opening. I enjoyed this session. Yeah. Please get Crusher today. Crush all your insects, snakes, or whatever. You might not even know that they're in your house.
Yeah.
But when you get
I just do quarterly, every 3 months.
Every 3 months.
So you don't take chances. Your visitors might bring it.
Yeah.
Your house help might bring it. Your laundryman might bring it. Your carpenter. You might want to just do one thing and then you pay the carpenter. The carpenter will use all this low-cost wood that are not expensive, that are infested, that they've thrown away. Carpenter wants to cut cost and save more money. They'll come and put it there and then boom, bedbug in the house. So
problems. Just to avoid problems. Okay, so do you just crush bedbugs?
Okay, I have other things I do.
Okay.
I trade Forex through Omega Pro investments. I do a bit of real estate too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I buy properties, flip, and shortlets, apartment, and all of that.
Okay.
So and then I run a kind of advertising agency. So I help small businesses grow, and then I do a bit of consultancy too from Tobi Consult page. Tobi Consult is like my personal page, but most people don't know. They think it's just there. So I do consultancy for small business because I realized my issue was
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to push the product. I didn't know how to push the service to people. So I had to go all the way, going from room to room, knock their door. Some people are like, I'll get back to you, and they would never get back. So I started doing this complimentary card thing. White and black paper. It's not like anything. I'll just make sure my phone number is bold.
It's bold.
So when I go to the room, I pitch them. Some of them don't listen. Then I re-strategize. I get them into what they like. Football. They like talking about football. So I start with football. And later I'm like, do you have bedbug in your room? And they're like, who no get bedbug for this house, for this room? So I'm like, okay, you know what? Just come. So I spray for them for free. And then they see the way it dies. Then they now alarm the other roommate. They're like, wait, come check my own face. If this one die, bye. Then I help them spray. And then I educate them. So it's the education that now goes a long way. So instead of me to just sell to them, I try to educate them. So those ones can educate other people, and they realize that the education thing is working. And I dropped the paper thing that has my phone number. Then the next morning I start getting calls and calls. And then some people are like, do you spray house? I'm like, no, in fact, there was no fumigation. It was just crusher. Then somebody said, can you help us do it? All right, fine. Can you come to my house? I'm like, oh, okay. I can charge more to help them spray. All right, fine. So I charged a bit more. And then I did it for them. And then somebody was like, how much do they charge for 2-3 bedroom? Oh, wow. So we can actually do 2-3. Okay, so I looked how much I made one day. I was like, okay, wait. What if I get one more person to teach that person what I do? Then I send the person out. Then the next day, one guy came to my room. I was like, okay, my name is Daniel. I need a job. I'm like, oh, okay. Can you hustle? He said, forget the English I didn't speak. I'm a hustler. Can you really hustle? You're like, sir, see my powers. You know, not that power. Hustle. Like, can you? If you get no's from clients, how can you still push? He said, yes. No is nothing. I'm like, okay. So I started educating the guy on sales, sending him out. So he will come back with money. Sometimes he'll come back with nothing. I'll try to motivate him. I'm like, okay, fine. But hope you told him about it. Hope you gave them the flyer. I say, yes. So it was easy for him because most of them have had Tobi Crusher. And he got in the flyer. So when he gets there, oh, okay, you're the one that sells. Are you the crusher? He said, no. So I'm like, what kind of question? He said, are you the crusher? He's tired. He's tired. I'm telling him, yes, I'm the crusher. Yes. Oh, popular celebrity and all. I never wanted to be celebrity, anything. I just want to make money and help people to become friends.
And make money while at it.
Exactly. So then he brought his friend, and then another friend, and then
just like that, you have the
staff work.
Amazing. So I'm fully aware that you have people that reach out to you abroad and all of that. So do you have any plans on expansion or getting your products there?
Yes. We have plan of expansion actually. The first was Abeokuta. I'm like, how can I travel to Abeokuta?
But it's not just in Lagos. Crusher is no longer just in Lagos.
Yeah, it's no longer just in Lagos. So we have to get like distributors and then give them at a very good price so they can resell. So those guys don't need to do much work because we're already doing the advertising.
Yes.
So once clients ask in different states, we just tell them to go meet those people. And then there's one in Abuja too.
Okay.
And then I think in other states, we're trying to get for other countries outside Nigeria that the products can be there and they can help themselves with it.
Okay, amazing. So you get your inspirations from problems, right?
Yes, from problems actually. Then I try to solve the problem.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you propose or how would you advise people, like once they've found a particular problem, how do they now, what's the next step they can take, to...
Okay, now when you find a problem, right? The next step I usually advise is don't just die in the problem. Don't just excessively start thinking about the problem. Okay. Try to find a solution to it.
Okay.
And then once you find a solution, in fact, you might not even find a solution. Go check up people that have already found solution. Just go do your research. You realize that a lot of people have gotten solution to that exact thing you're looking for. Like when I was doing my research, I checked. I was on Google, I was on Udacity, I was on Udemy, I was on YouTube, I was everything online. Then I realized that a lot of people in America are actually looking for the same solution to the bedbug. And then I started reading stories. Man, there are some stories that are really, really crazy. The daughter was having serious issue with bedbug. Was trying to explain to the mom. The mom does not understand. And then the mom doesn't have bedbug bites, does not feel the bites. So the daughter was trying to use lighter to burn the bedbug on the wall. So mistakenly, they had to blow up the house. So the mom ran out, the daughter ran out. They lost their house. Most of the houses in the US are wooden houses. So that's how they lost the whole house.
Oh my
I read another
God.
story about somebody. Yeah, somebody was calling me from UK.
Mhm.
Now the client was in London. The client was like, "Hello, do you have?" She was speaking Yoruba actually in Nigeria. Yeah, something for bed, but we are coming back to our place at Yanopaja by next week. But we
Okay.
don't want to have. Then at the back, I was hearing Shanosi, Shanosi.
Shanova.
At the back, I was hearing Shanosi, Shanosi. I was like, so I was like, Mommy, am I Shanosi? You? So the mom was not laughing. So we are on a good ground. Yeah, she now said, okay, actually, what happened is they bought like 3 of their beds,
Hey.
and it is very expensive orthopedic bed itself for like 100 or 200k. So I had to advise her, you don't need to burn the bed. This is a process. We need to spray the whole bed, sun dry outside, spray the bed frame, spray your walls. You don't need to come in for like a whole day or two. Just stay in your UK that you are. Then after we've locked it down, you can now come in, aerate the building, open the window for ventilation, and then you're good. So that's what I advised her. And when she was like, okay, you know what? Send me your account number. You don't even know me.
In dollars, oh. I hope she paid in dollars, oh.
All right, send me your account number.
UK, no, pounds now.
Yes, yes. So she paid immediately. I was like, oh wow. Do people really trust people online to make payments? So we went to do the job. She said, okay, the only thing you help me do is send me videos and pictures of you working, and also I send her pictures, videos. She was like, anyone? Hey, so these are the things that are supposed to come and bite me when I
get back.
Yeah, so she was very, very happy. When she came back, she was like, she was going to call us after 1 month's time. I was like, why? And then to respray again, I was like, no. She doesn't need like 1 month every month to respray. Fumigation should be done quarterly. That's every 3 months. She was like, are you sure? Okay, then.
And you were honest with her. You're not just about the money.
Yeah, exactly. So to her, she feels the money is not much. One, and number two, she feels the thing worked. So she just have like a whole lot. Like she doesn't want to have like this disturbance
again.
Yeah, so like okay, no problem. Every 3 months. Yeah, so but we had to follow up, and then since then she has not really complained. But she asked us to come later to do. After then, she started giving us like a lot of referrals and also.
Exactly, like referrals. Actually, I think that's what many people should know. When you do a job very well, your work will speak for itself.
Exactly.
These people will be so happy with you. They'll start telling their friends. That's how they'll just start spreading you don't even need to pay for advert at that time.
Exactly. Like the clients we even worked for, and the next day the client showed us a picture of like 1 centipede and one small snake.
Yes.
I was like, wait,
snake?
Yeah.
Okay, your products kill snakes too.
Yeah.
Rats and
I didn't know.
What are rats? Rats are very notorious and they are almost everywhere in this Lagos.
Yeah, the client just showed us a picture of the snake that they saw a small snake at the back. Because after spraying the inside, we actually spray outside too. Because we understand apart from bedbug, they'll have Nigeria mosquitoes, normal thing.
Okay.
So we sprayed round, and then she was like, wow, she saw one small snake. Oh, thank God that we actually sprayed.
Dead?
She didn't know.
Dead
snake?
It's
dead already.
Hey, God.
And she didn't know that it was there. And then she has not had like any issue with rats. So what the fumigation does is, if there's any particular rat in the house, it kills it. If it's not there, it chases it away from the immediate environment for a very long time. So she was actually really, really happy about it.
Okay, so one thing that we're thinking now is when you find a problem in your society or in your immediate environment, right?
Yeah.
You try to look for a solution.
By
making researches.
And by asking questions, actually. Yeah, you don't just find solution on your phone and like, okay, I'm coming up with this nice idea and all, bro. One other person, see, like there's no new idea. What you're thinking of doing, somebody else has started it and the person's already cashing out. So why wasting your time excessively thinking about problem and romancing the solution when you know somebody else is already doing it? So just do it. Don't excessively think. Don't think that your product is special. Like somebody started a chops business, like this donut and all, and that's what my donut is the most special. All right, you're doing a fantastic donut now, right?
Yes.
But me, I don't really care if it's fantastic. I have the money. I'm going to produce more donuts, and I'm going to send those donuts to more people, and I'm going to make more money. So you're happy about your one donuts. Me, I've sold like 100 and I'm making money.
Making more money.
So that was my mistake. I was romancing my product. Like, okay, my product is special and all, but I was not looking at the money aspect. You get, but later I was like, wait, I have to reach more people. So I have to be a distribution channel.
Yes.
And all of that. So that's it.
Amazing. So do you have any more? Oh, you've even given your advice, but do you have any other advice for aspiring entrepreneurs who would like to,
Okay, so another advice for aspiring entrepreneurs is now this 21st century, you don't need to create a new product. You don't need to find problem.
Okay.
There are problems,
everywhere. Everywhere. Not in Nigeria.
There are problems everywhere. There are problems in... I think when I was in year 3, this guy came to speak to us. What's his name? I forgot his name. He's the CEO of Slots. So when I saw this guy is actually really slim and all of that. So the guy was talking about how he founded Slot and how he started. He had to go to China to get phones and brought it to Nigeria. He's one of the first people that brought Techno to Nigeria, and he's also the first people that brought Infinix to Nigeria. So and then him bringing those phones in Nigeria, he was like, okay, people need reliable and trusted places to get phones in Nigeria. So you need a place to hold them, house them. So that's when he now started Slots. Alright, so he kept Techno and Infinix. And then later, iPhone came in, they needed space, gave them a space for free. Samsung came in, they needed space, give them a space for free. Then later, I started charging them for those space. Alright, when they realized that they were making a lot of sales, right?
Yes.
And then started other phone brands and all. And now he has the house for those phones, right?
Yes.
So he's bringing Techno, he's bringing Infinix. He has Slots, right?
Yes.
And then I heard at the time AT&T said they want to pay him, they want to buy slots from him. He's like, he's never going to sell slots.
Never.
And then, guess what?
What?
He told us they gave him an offer he can never reject. So we are like, how much is it? He said, the amount cannot be said outside.
That much?
Yeah, that much.
But if they're willing to pay that much,
they didn't
that
pay.
means...
He told us he didn't sell. I think he sold like, is it 1% or 2% of slot?
Wow.
So the amount they gave him was too much. Now he's into agriculture. And I think he works for like, is it Chivita or so? I don't know. Yeah, but it's into full time. I'm going to buy big land in Borno, and then he started agriculture. So these are the kind of people I learned from. And then there's a guy called Godwin Benson.
Okay.
Yeah, I was our senior in Unilag then, but I was in year 1. I had he has graduated. Then my passion was teaching. So he's still teaching though. I love to talk. I like to teach people.
So do you have any plans on teaching people?
Yeah, I have plans to teach, but not teaching
now.
not teaching as per teaching board and all, like digital teaching.
Okay,
So,
I mean teaching people in this line of business that you have chosen,
okay,
or teaching people
in
how
terms
to
of
be better
communication, right?
entrepreneurs.
Yes. In fact, I started sales with Tobi. So I realized a lot of businesses, their problem is sales. They don't. Some people have not even made sales for like 1 week. So in my head, I'm like, how do you survive? Like, you've not made sales. Then I realized that most of them have like side jobs.
Yes.
They have a way of money entering in.
Okay.
So me, there was nothing I like just killed myself on. I have to make sales every day. You get? So that's my own thing. So I'm like, okay, let me teach these people how to make sales. Like, I open a free forum called Sales with Tobi. I drop podcasts like once in a week. Just send a voice note on what to do today and how to push through and how to follow up clients and all of that. So, yeah.
Amazing. I learned a lot today, as you see how I'm saying. All right, so one thing I would like to point out from this whole conversation is that it's not about your search for ideas, because like Tobi rightly said, whatever it is that you're thinking of doing right now, other people must have been doing it already. There's no new idea like that you get. But then there are problems. There are problems everywhere. And almost every product or service that you use on a daily basis was created to solve a particular problem. So we'd like you to look around you, take note of the problems you encounter in your daily life. How can you fix them? Can you brainstorm an entirely new solution? Or can you think of a way to transform an existing solution for a better effect? And you have to make sure that it is something that you're passionate about.
Yeah,
like Tobi now, what he's doing right now is something that he's passionate about. Otherwise, he would get bored at the end of the day and, just lose interest. So I would like you to stay focused on your end goal, whatever that may be. Stay focused, believe in yourself, and above all, understand that failure is success in progress, right? Like we said when we started, he said when he first started, he gave out his products for free. Some people were seeing the effect, some people weren't seeing it, and he did not give up then. He still kept on giving out the product, kept on working on it, making sure that it's standard, and today Tobi Crusher is where he is right now. All right, so thank you so very much, Tobi, for coming on the show. It's been an eye-opening session. Where can we find you on social media?
Yeah, you can check up
do you have an office too?
Yes, you can check up our Instagram page.
Okay.
At Tobi_Crusher_fumigation.
They have thousands of followers. You can be one of them.
Or you can check out we have a baby company called Fumigation Expert.
Fumigation Expert.
Yes.
Or Tobi_Crusher.
Crusher underscore fumigation.
Okay, Tobi _ Crusher _ fumigation. All right.
Yeah, so fumigation expert.
Fumigation expert on Instagram, on
yes.
Facebook.
Facebook too.
Facebook too.
Facebook. Or they can just call.
Or you can call.
The number is 081 3587 5498.
Okay, we'll definitely post it too on our page. All right. So, do you have any office in Surulere or
Yeah, we have an
Lagos?
office around Yaba.
Around Yaba.
It's at number 2 Bailey Street, Abuli Jesha. Yeah, so they can just come walk there, pick up the product, and go.
All right. So thank you so much for coming. We're looking forward to all the amazing things you'll be putting out, and we're rooting for you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you for listening, comrades. My name is Kanyin, the all-round media girl. You can follow us on Instagram at Spills and Trills Pod. We'll follow you right back. And you can also follow my personal page at olukoya_morenikeji. Do not forget to rate our show so more people can find out about it. Share this episode with your friends and let us know your contributions in the comment section. See you next week, Thursday, by God's grace. Bye, comrades. Tobi, tell our comrades bye-bye.
Bye, comrades.
All right, bye.